Never ever forget where you come from. Be proud of who you are. My mom always said it started when she showed me the hammer to hit the floor. She said sometimes I think I shouldn't have done that because I got more independent. You're gonna make it everywhere. My name is Cornelia Maria Josefa. I was born March 28, 1937. Some kind of old bag, all right?
What town were you born in the Netherlands?
Tilburg.
Can you tell me a little bit about that town?
Oh, it's a great big city. And it's called the Kruikenzijkers, which I couldn't say in English even if you put a gun on me. I only know my mom was working home. But I don't think she ever worked for anybody. I'm the oldest, and then there's a brother, then there's a sister, 2 boys, and another sister who died before she was born. My dad was not around. He got picked up by the Germans. Because there was, at that time, it was every man in the country over 35 had to melt themselves. Everybody said to my dad not to go there to melt who he was, on account that he has 6 kids, right? So my dad said, they're not gonna take me. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, he came right back, all right, 3 years later. And in 46 is when I saw my dad again. That part where my father was, he had escaped 3 times. And the 3rd time they picked him up, they put on a glow-in-the-dark suit. So he could not escape anymore.
So he was in a concentration camp?
Yeah. Yeah. They had a hole, and around the hole, the other guys like my dad, they'd stand there and see this person that's in the hole be beat up and killed. The bombs that were falling at that time, you could not hear the bomb come. When you heard it, it was too late. Because it's called the V8. The V8 has a noise that goes ee, like that, ee, boom. But the boom, everything where it fell is gone. And so this is the last day. That's called D-Day. What I'm talking about. And so there's a lot of planes coming over. That was already happening, and noise and all that. And it was more than it always had been, but not, that was really, really like the world would come to an end. And I'm 5, I believe, 5 or 6 around that time, is where my mom gives me has a hammer in her hand, and she puts us all under the table. So there is where we hide in during the bombs. So Mom has a hammer, and she puts all of them on, and then she tells me to be there. She gives me this hammer. Before she gives me the hammer, she said, okay, now I'm going to give this to you. Mama's going outside, and I close the door. Do not stop. When you see the door open, it will be me. But she puts it in my hand, and it goes like this, like the hammer, and the floor is wood. So it go bang, like. She tells me how to do that, and she says, start. And my mom came out, and then it started getting really heavy outside because the neighbors are coming out and there's people dying. That day that my father, when I saw my father again, it's a little funny how that went. My mom did not know nothing where my dad was. The only thing that my mom got from the Red Cross is a letter stating that my father had passed away. All of a sudden somebody comes back to the house, and it comes inside, and then it's talk about my dad, right? And I'm the oldest from everybody. So I did not understand. And I said, no, he died. He's in heaven or whatever. And the neighbor said, no. See, and the train station around here, there's a lot of damage, things down from the bombs and all that, right? So the train is coming in. On top of there is a whole bunch of men who were going to be dropped off. And the man on the train on top, my father is one of them. So, and the train stops, and my mom is there looking around because all the people coming out the train, like her mother, but that was not her mother coming out. She had no idea. All she had this letter saying she did not have a husband anymore because he died. But nobody ever proved it, and he was not. So all of a sudden, her sister-in-law said, hey, meet, which is my mom's name, Mary. You gotta look, there is a wall, which is my father. And she said, you're crazy, okay? And my mom is standing, and my father is just running. And then they meet in the middle of the street. So now they're hugging each other, and they're in the middle of the road. So then my dad comes inside, and the rest I don't have to explain to everybody. And it was pretty sad, actually, because he had 6 children when he left. And he comes back, there's only 4. So, I leave it at that, okay? So anyway, we got a little party going, and then my dad doesn't look so good. underfed and all that stuff. So he doesn't really, that moment he really didn't look like Dad. But when I do talk about certain things, then I see that day. And that's what's sometimes very hard for me, because then I don't sleep for a couple of days. Because that's a bad time of my life, my young life actually. As a child, not really experienced that, but it hangs with you. But I'm not going to sit in the corner and give up. No. I want to have be in the newspaper someday, be 100 years old, and still do what I do, telling you off if I don't want to do it.